Hey all, I just want to take a couple of minutes and clarify a couple of things on the bulk storefront stocking approach. It's critical that you do a little bit of homework on these stores before you dump them into your list. Okay, and just a real quick recap. The bulk storefront stocking is you grab up to 50 different store IDs and you can load them into the Keepa product finder. And I'll just get a new one going here. Specifically, it goes into the section buy box and seller IDs. And so you can put up to 50 in this list right here. All right. Do a little bit of homework on these store IDs before you add them to your list, because one store ID that sells the kinds of things that you don't sell can taint your entire list. And so I'm going to show you what I do. First of all, I pulled up a store branded product here. Okay, this is a Husky 15-inch tool bag, only available at Home Depot. It's the only place you can buy these things, right? So the very first thing that I do is see how many offers are on this. There's, in this case, 18 offers. And then I'm going to go down to Keepa, and I go to the data tab and offers. Okay, in this case, I have selected just the FBA offers. Okay, and there's a lot of, I can't see the count, but there's a lot of, 8. 8 of the 15 are FBA. So then when I'm looking through, I'm actually scrolled over. Okay, I scroll over and I'm looking at the seller name and the seller ID, the review count, lifetime. Okay, and this is a super cool thing that I think a lot of people have been snoozing on, which is, let me look this store up. Okay, so I'm going to copy the store ID. I'm going to go to Keepa data seller lookup. I'm going to paste in that seller ID. And this is going to give me some basics around seller metrics, what the rating is, how many verified listings they have. This is a very important number. And then the next section down is top overlapping competitors. This can be a great way for you to expand, so spiderweb out your store IDs from 1 or 2 to potentially 10, right? Because there's the top 10 overlap here. The problem is, before I do this, some of these aren't very high match rates. Like the percentage overlap is small. Okay, so I'm not convinced that I'm interested in any of these stores just yet. But I want to go down and check the category, the primary category that this user is categories that this user is selling in, and then I'm going to check the brands. Okay. If I see brands on here that, like, they're, in this case, Milwaukee, 38% Milwaukee, it's not that I'm going to exclude them, but I am going to exclude that brand when I load up my full-blown Keepa search, my Keepa data product finder, okay? Because I'm not approved to sell Milwaukee, and there's no sense in me pulling in 1,000 listings. I say pulling in. What I'm doing is building my list of viable ASINs here, and I'm going to continue to walk through that in a separate video, but I just want to make sure you understand how to do a bit of homework on the stores that you're including in your bulk storefront stocking approach. So let's say I'm like, you know what, I don't sell tools. I specialize in grocery, and so I'd rather find a seller that has a higher percentage of listings in grocery. Great, go find somebody else, right? So let's say I pull up this seller, and I'm going to go look this one up instead, and we'll come in here and take a look. They have 89 live listings as of 2 days ago. They have very low overlap percentages with other stores. Their primary category is beauty. Secondary category is grocery. Great. What brands are they selling? Dr. Bronner's, Kong, Kohler, Fujifilm. This is a great list. Mrs. Meyer's, Alba Botanica, Husky. This is the list of products that I know I can get at most stores. Okay, most big box stores or even regional stores. I can usually get these brands of things. So for that reason, I would absolutely include this store ID as one of my 50 when I'm going to do this list right here. Okay, so just doing this a little bit of homework up front. will go a long way. So let's go back to this one, because there's one thing I forgot to point out here. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible, is the lifetime review count. Okay, and I haven't gotten to the bottom of this list yet. There's still a whole bunch of other sellers here. But this lifetime review count, if this isn't like you or very similar to you, avoid it. All right, and here's what I mean. If we go and look up this store ID, and I haven't looked this one up, so I don't know if it's going to be a match, but I suspect it is. These guys don't have the same business model as me. They have, well, maybe they only have 211 live listings, but a lot of times what will throw the red flag for me is if they've got thousands of verified listings. If they have thousands of verified listings, this store is not like me, and I don't want to include them in my storefront stalking. Okay, this number up here is kind of giving me a better idea. They're getting about 500 a year, or at least they did for the last year. So it's really, maybe they have the same business model as me. They've just been collecting reviews for longer, or at a higher rate, because I don't have that many ratings. I have about 10% of that, a little bit more than 10% of that on my account for 7 years. And the main reason that I have so many is because I solicited feedbacks for the first 18 months, and then I don't do that anymore. So anyway, I can come down here and say, okay, there's an overlapping store, Family Attire that's close, the Vinco store, Valentine Trading Company, and Amazon. Whenever Amazon's on the list, this is usually a store that I avoid. Not because, I mean, they could be doing A-to-A flips. They could be it's just a potentially a different strategy for me than my replen strategy. Here's the categories that they're in, mostly clothing, shoes, and jewelry. Okay, guess what? If you don't specialize in clothing, shoes, and jewelry, either exclude this category from your product finder search, or just skip over the seller altogether. Right? We can come down and take a look at the brands that they're selling, and there's a lot of brands in here that are good for me. Like I can do Nautica, and I think I can do Columbina, and so you just have to gauge this. But the more precise you are with the sellers that you're using to seed your Keepa product finder list, the better results you're going to get. Okay, that's the whole point of this video.